Is Sony's new AI auto framing feature the best thing since sliced bread? No, it's pretty lame. At least that's what I thought before making this video. Am I still gonna feel that way at the very end? Well, I don't know. Here's the thing, I haven't used it yet. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do some experiments right now without me having tested it beforehand, and we can decide together if this feature is useful or useless. I thought it would be fun if you would get to see in real time how I actually feel about this feature throughout this video, because to be honest, the very moment I saw it, kind of thought it was stupid. I'm not gonna lie. But I'm an open-minded person who loves to be proven wrong, so let's get into it. Sony, show me what you've got. Is this auto framing feature the future? Or am I just an idiot? Don't answer that, let's go. This is on the large setting. I guess it's gonna keep me in pretty tight, my head to my chest. Now I'm about 6 feet away, and I think this seems to be the spot. It tries to keep you in the center mostly. I have the speed set on 3 right in the middle. So I'll change around with that in a bit. This is more of like a lecture style. What am I, a professor? Who needs this? So I change it up to the fast responsiveness. Is this better for keeping up with me? This, here we go. Where is it keeping me in the shot? Is it cool? Oh yeah. What about if I hit the deck? Let's go right down. Oh, can you get me down here? Are you still up? I can't see if I'm in the shot or not. Now, let's slow it down. This is on the slowest setting. So now if I'm walking back and forth, I'm about 6 feet away. How does this look compared to the last one, to the fast? Is it useful? This is the default setting. Is it different from the large? Is there a little bit more of my body in the shot? Still, I'm about 8 feet away right now using the 24 mil. I'm on the 3rd speed. Let's see. All right, we're gonna do some pulls. Actually, let's go over here and do something like that. Then let's come over here and we'll do some dips. Yeah, yeah. If I hit the deck back here, we'll do some push-ups. Where am I in the shot? Am I even in the shot? All right. Let's see. How well do you keep up to me in this focus? All right. So maybe this is useful. Let's bump up the speed though. I know what the slow speed looks like. I'm a bit more curious about this one. This is the fast speed. So if you were doing workout circuits, you're going over here. You're hitting the deck. You're going down here. Are you still locking onto me? You're coming over here. Keeping me in the shot. Yeah. 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 How's it doing? Is it keeping up? Does it look watchable? Now lastly, let's go to the small. This is the one I'm most curious about. Is it keeping my full body in shot? Let's see. Let's go back here. Okay. It's this like, hi. Is it following me? Is that interesting? Does it make a cool shot? What is it even doing? Is it keeping me a little bit more? It's got my body shot in there. Is it doing stuff? Okay, let's change the speed and then I'll let you know what some of my thoughts are. All right, this is on the slow setting. You gotta get pretty far back. This is on a 24 mil lens. Is it doing anything? Let's see. I guess I have it set to slow. So maybe you're doing your workouts over here, and then you come over here, you're doing something else. Is it coming with me? Is it still following? All right. Yeah, all right. Let's go take a look at that footage. That was a weird experience. I'm not gonna say that I like it. There's a few things that I think really stood out to me about that feature that you don't really think of right away. For example, to start off with, you need a wide lens. I was using a 24 mil. When I was going pretty far back, it kept me in the shot, but this 12 megapixel sensor isn't that big, so the resolution gets bad. And not only that, you lose your depth of field. It has to keep everything in focus. So if you have a beautiful lens like the 24 f1.4, you lose everything that makes this lens good. Whatever though, maybe you're on the kit lens. No, the 28mm would be pretty. You'd have to go so far back on the 28mm kit lens. You'd need a very big, wide lens. Okay, so the quality kind of sucks. That's the first thing. The second is the mic. You'd need to wear a lav mic if you're doing this. And the whole point of these vlogging creator cameras is that you get close, it has good onboard mic, good enough anyways. But once you start getting way back there, if you're trying to do your, I don't know what you're doing, the audio is gonna kind of suck. So you'd need a lav mic. All of a sudden, cha-ching, cha-ching, it's going up. Next, you need lots of space. I was in the garage. That's a pretty big garage if you couldn't tell. And in order for me to really max out some of the settings, you need a lot of space. Now, to be fair, if you were just trying to punch in real close, kind of about where I'm at now, which would probably be the medium setting, in order to even use the feature, I'd have to be sitting another 3 or 4 feet away from the camera to get this same shot, so I'd be losing the nice depth of field. I'd be losing all sorts of things. You need a lot of space to use it. Another thing, it was so hard for me to see what was going on. I was far from the camera when I was going on the floor or when I was going over to the other side of the garage. I couldn't see this tiny screen. You'd need a big monitor in order to maximize and totally use that feature. You would have no clue. Your awareness for what's on that screen in the shot and moving around and staying within that area, very difficult to do. You can't see what you're doing. You're just praying. I don't know. So hard to see with this little screen. You can't have good lighting. Like, the lighting sucks. If you're moving around to benefit from the auto framing, unless you're outside, and I guess that's maybe what it's for. I guess I'm just trying to think of uses for all of the versions of the auto framing. Maybe the lighting wouldn't be too bad if you're in a decent space with good lighting. Okay, whatever. I'm just trying to say that if you were on the stage or whatever, maybe somebody's doing the lighting for you. Lighting could be kind of tricky. And lastly, it just looks jittery and not natural. I actually found when I slowed it down to the slowest setting and it was slowly tracking me back and forth, it actually looked pretty good. The thing is, I use DaVinci Resolve, which I'm going to talk about in videos coming up. You can do this feature so easily, moving back and forth, tracking. I would say it looks so much better through the software. It's not that hard to learn. Trusting in this AI to do this, it seems like a bit of a gamble for me. To be totally honest, that might be the last time I ever use those features. I kind of hated using it. I think it looks a little bit ridiculous. I hope people out there can find a good use for it, because I can't. I can't. The only times that I think somebody might actually use it could be if you're on a stage and you're walking back and forth delivering a lecture. It'll make that a little bit more interesting than having you just stand there in the same spot. A little bit more, like that much. Have somebody down there just moving it for you. I mean, I guess if you don't have anyone to do that for you, maybe I haven't thought about it long enough. What do you think? Let me know. Am I wrong about this? Is it a good feature? To me, it seems pretty useless and it kind of sucks. Never gonna use it. Do you think it's gonna get better? Are they gonna be able to update it through firmware? It just didn't look that natural to me when I was moving back and forth, especially on the fast setting. I didn't like watching that. It didn't look good to my eye. I must be using it wrong. It was fun to test out with, so if I can ever think of any other fun ways to use it or talk about it in the future, I will. Watch my next video is gonna be like, I was so wrong, the auto framing is the best feature. I kind of doubt it, but that would be pretty awesome too if that happens. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, maybe check this one out next. Or how about this one? See you next time on the SAD Studio.